It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
The thing that has always really stood out and impressed me the most about this guy, Mike, is how steady and reliable he is anytime he's called upon. You know exactly what you're getting anytime he's under center. Maybe not the biggest arm in the world, but I'll tell you what, he gives you just enough to work with, and he is capable of getting the job done. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Throwing, Rudolph. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
To throw is Rudolph. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Josh Downs set to return for the Colts. Now the return, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Whoa! He'll be near a first down, but he's going to come up about a yard short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 29-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He's got it inside the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Richardson. Catch made. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Richardson operating from the pistol. There he goes again.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Richardson. Pass right side to down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's a 2nd and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the 1st possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the 1st step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of, That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Throwing, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Richardson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Indianapolis. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Spears now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's Rudolph. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Rudolph looking to throw. That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now Rudolph. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Rudolph. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got his tight end. That's a combo. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Back to throw is Rudolph. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans are on the board. It's now 14-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Josh Downs now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return, this is down. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Tavondre Sweat there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
The Titans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Throwing, Rudolph. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Rudolph. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Again, it's Pollard. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now, folks, on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you
know where to go. He is taken down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So often sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, They've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. He is going to have a Colts first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. He's got his man. That's down. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
And this one is caught by Pierce.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd and a yard. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Second down and 3. Richardson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Pierce, touchdown, Indy. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Now Rudolph. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Downs to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
On 2nd down, Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd down and 8. They'll run here with Hill. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. In motion comes Pittman. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.
It's